It's that time of year again. It's time for another top 15 roller coasters, this time at Cedar Point. I was recently here like 3 or 4 days ago. I don't even remember. And I rode their 15 major coasters, minus this one, the Cedar Creek Mine Ride, the Mine Train by Arrow, but I have got the credit already a few times. And I preferred it to Gold Rusher, and that's all I can say. Because Arrow Mine Rides aren't very special. So, yeah. Corkscrew did not ride this recently, but didn't really feel like I had to because it was really not. It's just a big headbanger, not a very fun ride, really. Yeah. See, the last time I did this, I didn't give too many opinions. All I did was tell you the stats, and I judged it based on that and the roughness. Speaking of roughness, here's Mean Streak, which is a better coaster than Corkscrew because it does no headbanging, and the drops could be quite fun. So that's really it. It's really not. Yeah, it was very rough. I rode it front row, which made it a little better. And seriously, nobody ever talks about it, but there are 2 airtime hills on this coaster, and you get airtime. Like, seriously, you actually do for 2 hills. Man, so much was wasted in this coaster, though. Gosh, kills me. Iron Dragon suspended coaster, and hey, look in the background, it's Mantis. But yeah, there's Iron Dragon. I did not ride it when I was there, but there's no headbanging, and it's not like there's nothing that's wrong with this coaster, really. It's just a good suspended coaster. And it isn't even the best. It's probably one of the least intense. It's the most family oriented suspended coaster. Gemini. I put this at number 9 or 8 on my last list because I mean seriously, it's just a very fun ride, and fun rides are taken into consideration when I make these lists. There is airtime on the few hills they have on this coaster, and it's also pretty fun to have a conversation on those turnarounds with nice people that you meet. There, I'll say that. It's a fun ride. It really is. Blue Train is the better train for airtime and for not roughness. The ending of this ride is pretty awkward and rough, but other than that, it's still a very fun, enjoyable ride. I could marathon it, seriously. I got a night ride on the red train. That wasn't very fun. It was pretty rough. Blue Streak. This is seriously a great wooden coaster. Never get rid of it, please. It takes up very little space. It's perfect. And there's some good airtime. It's a short ride, but who cares? My first ride at like 11:30 was great. I don't know what train I was on because I don't really know the difference, but there's some great airtime on the first 2 hills. Not really the third hill, but after that turnaround, all the hills are great. You seriously get some good airtime. And then I got a night ride where I purposely put my thighs up on the restraints back row, and it was rough. I don't know. It was like 9 o'clock. Got a night ride on Blue Streak, and I did not like it. It was a rough ride. Yeah, it was airtime, but I don't know. I feel like over the course of the day, it got worse, or it's just the train I was on because I don't really know the difference. They're only running 2 trains on this, so Rougarou, lots of headbanging on this ride. I did not enjoy it. Seriously, I thought it was better as Mantis. Mantis may have been a stand-up, but there was a lot more to it. I feel like it was a lot more memorable. The color scheme was better, the name was better, and just I don't know. I mean that's me like preferring Riddlers to Scream because it's more memorable, and I guess less headbanging. Seriously, yeah, I rode Mantis in 2012, and it was a good ride. So this one I just didn't enjoy it as much. Wicked Twister, and I feel like this could be moved up, honestly, because there's some good G's on the turns in between the spirals and the straight section on the bottom. It's pretty fun. Like great G's. It's pretty fun ride. Seriously, it's very re-rideable in my opinion. Back row or front row is the way to ride this because you get the most spinny action. I'd say back row because front row you can get a little dizzy, but. Magnum. This used to be lower on my list, but now my appreciation for airtime has gone up. But it's still a very rough ride. Probably the 3rd roughest ride at Cedar Point. Or no, yeah, the 3rd roughest after Mean Streak and Corkscrew. It's pretty darn rough though. Seriously. Yeah, there's some good airtime, especially on the back, but it hurts, man. If they got new trains on this thing that didn't hurt your thighs. Because like I seriously did get a bruise on my thighs there. Bruises plural. It's still a very fun ride, seriously. I didn't. I only rode it once when it was a walk on. It gained a line over the course of the day, but uh, still, it was all right. I don't know. Yeah, Gatekeeper. I don't know. This one lowered on my rankings, I think, and it's because it really is forceless. Like I was able to hold a conversation on the way, like after the keyholes. That was it, man. It was just kind of like, eh. But I also okay. If you sit in the back, like on the seat closest to the track, you could like I seriously my vision started to blur at the bottom of the first drop. Call me crazy, but Gatekeeper is not forceless in the first half of the ride because I mean really if your vision can blur on any coaster, it's a forceless coaster. So that's pretty cool. But like a front seat ride, it's forceless. You can easily hold a conversation on that. So yeah, but it's still a fun ride. Seriously, all these are great fun rides. Valravn, this was also lowered on my list, but it's not. Oh, and also I didn't talk on Gatekeeper. Uh, Obviously there's no head banging here, but there was some butt banging. Hear what I'm saying here? Like I don't know, my the sides of my bottom, the bones there, kind of hurt at the end of the ride. I'm like, gosh, that was kind of rough, you know. Whatever. Valravn didn't have any rough factors at all to it. Yeah, it was pretty forceless. The drop was good. Obviously, it was my first dive coaster. I didn't know what to expect. I rode it at sunset, and it was a fun ride. I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird coaster. I don't remember too much from it. I know that the best part of the ride was the 270-degree roll. That was pretty fun. So, but I don't know. It's a really short ride. Pretty cool ride though. It looks great. Got some good footage. Whatever. Top Thrill Dragster. I finally got to ride this. Got to ride this. Damn. And yeah, it really was actually a lot of fun. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did because it was great. Like the linear G forces that are just pressed against your face. It feels great. I thought it was a very fun ride. The top hat was great. Got a great view, and I it was very memorable too. I was like coming down. I recall spiraling down, looking at those yellow supports. You know, I mean, what else are you gonna remember? But yeah, it was great fun ride. Raptor. I was able to marathon this during the evening, like 7, 8 o'clock. There was no lines for it. I marathoned it, not really marathon, probably like 5 times. Yeah, I was able to get re-rides without hopping back in line, and it's pretty fun. It's not that forceful. You never really feel upside down in this coaster. Like the loop, I don't know. Uh, yeah, there is actually some headbang, but I'm able to look past that. You know, the helixes are forceful. They're fun. Cobra roll's great. The trim's great before the Cobra roll. Thanks for doing that for us, because there'd be some serious headbanging. It's a great ride. They should never remove this. I don't know why they never remove it in an inverted coaster by B&M. Seriously, there's not a bad B&M invert. Millennium Force. Gave a coaster by Intamin. And gosh, finally got a back row ride. And it was great. I loved it. Got some great sustained floater air on the big hills, the 2 big hills. But besides that, there was seriously. Oh shoot, is my mic on? Mic better be on. Yeah, some great sustained floater air. The overbanks are just boring though. I don't really enjoy those that much. But yeah, still a great ride. There's nothing that's really wrong with it besides the layout. Then there's Maverick, the greatest coaster at Cedar Point, obviously. Great ejector air time, great elements, great launch. Seriously, the best launch I've ever been in. And the launches that I can think of are Top Thrill Dragster, Maverick, Full Throttle. What else? Full Throttle. That's all I can really think of. Seriously, there's not that. Oh, and also Poltergeist at 6.5 Panther. I've been in some weird coasters, like a weird combination of coasters, and yeah. So yeah, that's a Maverick for you. I just love this coaster, and the restraints are so much better than the best restraints. But then again, the orange bar kind of pushes down your thighs and it kind of kills you. Like over the course of the ride, it kind of pushes down farther and farther. But a very memorable ride. I love the launch. It's just a great ride, great coaster. So yeah, that was the video. I made it under 10 minutes. Hopefully my mic was on.